It's morning time, and apart from a quick cleanup, I'm here organising orders. I'm completing one for a customer of ours called Grant. Now, Grant wants 2 units of his 3-loop stylus, but I've only got one, so what do? I've called our supplier, who's not getting in the reloop stylus again until late June. So I messaged Grant and I said, look, I've only got one black stylus. I've got other colours. So, options. I could send him other colours. He'd need to pay a little bit more, or I could just refund him. Look, I'm happy to go with whatever Grant chooses. He's a great customer and he's paid good money. So he made the choice of getting a different colour. So he's got the green and black. He's paid extra. And here I am filling out the freight documentation from about across the road to the post office. And last year, we really focused on trying to get customer orders out super quick, but we had a ton of scammers late last year place orders. Our payment gateway, which was eWay, they didn't pick up that those orders were placed with stolen credit cards. And it takes about 6 weeks before the customers notify the banks, and the banks notify our payment gateway provider, and then they notify us. So by that time, we'd already sent out a whole ton of products and we're out of pocket now. So we lost a lot of money, and I really had to sit down and figure out how can we stop this from happening. When I looked at this, our payment gateway provider, eWay, they had thrown us under the bus. They never filtered any of the orders we were getting, and I think that they were getting notifications that these might have been invalid orders or there was something wrong with them, because I remember having a discussion with them. And eWay didn't help us because the banks came looking for money. eWay never protected us at all during the time when the orders came through, or did they help us when discussing things with the banks. So seeing this, I immediately implemented a new system change, got rid of eWay, and since then we've never had an issue. So a lot of these payment gateway providers, they're just in it to make a quick buck and not provide any sort of tangible service. So beware, guys. Anyway, here I am, I'm heading across the road. It's so good going to our post office because it's literally a hop, step and a jump from the front door of our office. So not only is it super cheap sending orders out, but it's super quick as well. Music on stage, we're only like a little blip on the radar. It's a very small business, so we don't have the marketing budgets of our competitors. So I've decided this year in 2025 to focus on marketing and figuring out some campaigns for our company. In particular, I'll be focusing on social media. You've probably seen I'm posting a lot more, and the posts are really quite random. Some of them are off topic, like not DJ related. Some are about health, entrepreneurial, or getting your thinking right. And I do have multiple accounts, so you might not have seen it pop up on your radar. With all of what I'm doing, there's kind of like a method to my madness. The social media space, it's super competitive, and I do have some exciting projects in the pipeline, and I'm quite nervous about whether I can bring them to market. But like I've heard from my mentors, do you really want to live your life too afraid to try? And anyway, it's not a failure unless you give up.